It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Tonight we wrap up this brief two-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers. Adrian Beltre continues his chase for the top spot on the AL batting leaderboard. Next. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last three starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Digging in, John Jay. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's the first pitch to him. And we are underway in Arlington as the first pitch of the night is taken here for ball one. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last two.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And 2-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Odor ranging into the outfield. One away. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Oh, man, I love what A.J. Pollock does for this offense. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
Now batting, David Peralta. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Peralta is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Ground ball right side. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting third, first baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now in the box, Paul Goldschmidt. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman, Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turn.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. Now the Rangers will get their first crack scoreless. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's having a real solid season up to this point, and I know he'd like to get one more notch in his belt to get to that 200 Ks on the season. He's awfully close, so you'd have to think in the back of his mind he'd like to punch out a few here and get into that 200K club for the year.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Stepping in now, Elvis Andrus. That's a strike to throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
DeShields stands at second with no outs. Here's the 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, there's no doubt the skill set of Delino DeShields is something to keep an eye on. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. First delivery to him on the way. Changeup in for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
Yeah, and as we take another look at this pitch is on the outer half of the plate. The catcher doesn't know whether to backhand it or not, and it just skips off his glove for the pass ball. He'll be upset with himself about that one, no doubt.
Here's the 1-1 now to Beltre. Here's a high pop-up. Greinke with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Conforto. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. First pitch coming, here it is. And the changeup is way low that time. Here it comes, 1-0. There's a strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1 left for Texas, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, A.J. Pollock. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's 1 for 3. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Now a swing and a fly ball. Headed after it is Mazzara, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
To Shields has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's focus on third baseman Adrian Beltre, a future Hall of Famer. Nothing this guy can't do. Probably the best in the business at coming in on that slow roller with that underhand bazooka to first base.
Into the box, Eduardo Escobar. He carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And that one just missed outside. Right over the middle, knee high. The 1-2 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. Three balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Batting second, right fielder,
Stepping up now, Steven Souza. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses, ball one.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. Escobar, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Digging in, Daniel Descalzo. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Hit back up the middle. Andrus fields it cleanly. Here's a flip to Odor covering, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Tommy Joseph, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled away. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. In the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
Coming to the plate now, Ronald Guzman. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little bouncer. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Guzman hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Count is 1 and 2.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Rougned Odor. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The 0-1 fouled off. Bottom of the second here with no score. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Echeverria has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Rangers leave 1 and move to the 3rd with no score. Here's Echeverria now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
And the 2-1. And a fastball just a bit up.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So coming to the plate, Jeff Mathis. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. Soft liner out toward left center. And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game. Long throw to third. And he is in there.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Standing in now, John Jay, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. Here's the 0-2. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Ready for another chance? David Peralta. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Grounded back up the middle. Odor has it, and there are 2 away now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Here's the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Mathis on third with 2 out. Line towards center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Stepping into the box, Robinson Chirinos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Robinson Chirinos.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And he
1-0.
takes ball one. One and one to Chirinos.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Peralta's under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The shortstop, number 1, Elvis Andrews.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here it comes now to Andrus. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Greinke looks in. 0-2 pitch on its way. Missed with a slider.
1-2.
High in the air out to center field. Pollock has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Good work there by Zach Greinke. And he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Ready now, A.J. Pollock. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Center fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking a philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Count still at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Odor has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. One run, just one hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys have been coming with some low to mid 90s heat here. 96 versus 93 as the top 2 speeds thus far. So stepping in, Steven Souza. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They lead it 1-0. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
Adrian Beltre.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And he fouls this one off. On and he struck him out as well. So he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
In now the power-hitting outfielder, Nomar Mazara. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Souza going back. Gone! Solo home run for Nomar Mazara. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Rangers have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
A ball and a strike to Tommy Joseph. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. A 2-1 count to the Rangers first baseman.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Rangers battle back to tie things up on this solo home run. We're through 4, all even now at 1-1. Coming to the plate now, Daniel Descalso. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Daniel Descalso.
Pitch on the way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Mazara's under it. And that's the first out of the inning. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Here's Echeverria now. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street. One out, nobody on. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Echeverria, 28 years old. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box, Jeff Mathis, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Just got a piece up the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Striding in once again, Ronald Guzman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Rougned Odor now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. In his career, Odor hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. He's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Stepping in now, Robinson Chirinos. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and 1 to count. Greinke steps into his windup. 1-1 pitch on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Here he comes again, 1-2. Grounded to short. Echeverria's there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. In now is John Jay. He'll be the first to swing it here in the Arizona 6th inning.
John Jay.
Now here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The big curveball just misses, apparently. Ball 2. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
Standing in, David Peralta. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Adore is there. On to first, and there are 2 down.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Two out, nobody on.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
3-0 now. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholding a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Score remains deadlocked at 1. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Delino DeShields. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike one. A ball and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Here it comes on 1-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
The 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Ready once again, Elvis Andrus. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
1 out, nobody on. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Andrus will take the turn and head for second here. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And with that, we'll take a look at the current Texas leaderboard to find that his current total is tops on the ball club in that department. Runner at second, 1 away, and set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. At the knees, strike 1. Runner's on his way to third. Strike called. Now the throw down. He is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's not an easy thing to do, steal third base, especially off a catcher like this that has a good throwing arm.
And they'll go ahead and issue Beltre the free pass.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set, and the pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Into the box now, Nomar Mazara. 1-0 the count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And it's fouled away. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Rangers leave a pair. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back to Arlington. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Jose Leclerc is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 62, Jose Leclerc.
At the plate, A.J. Pollock. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
From the stretch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now another 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Conforto waits on it. 1 out.
Third baseman number 7, Eduardo Escobar.
Settling in now, Eduardo Escobar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Changeup in for a strike.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
The 2-2 is a called 3rd strike right on the inside corner.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Steven Souza, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
0-2, here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. Still tied 1 apiece. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Designated hitter, Tommy Joseph.
First pitch on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well, and one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 home. Missed with a slider.
1-2.
The 1-2. Line drive, fair ball down the line. He's around first, heading for 2. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, and he's in at third base with nobody out, representing the go-ahead run.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one, but somehow he makes it all the way around to third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
Digging in now, Ronald Guzman. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
1 ball.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Full count, 3-2. Trying to strike him out for the third time. And this is fouled at the plate. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Here's Rognadodor now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty B, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Robinson Chirino.
Standing in, Robinson Chirinos. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Got him.
As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now, I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rangers 2 and the D-backs 1. Number 37 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 37.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalso. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy. And they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Got him. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Here's Echeverria now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Jake Diekman enters the ballgame out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeff Mathis. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is a swinging strike on the sinker.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. The 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. DeShields is there, and that's the 3rd out. We'll get a look at the speedy Elvis Andrus when we join you next. It's the Rangers 2 and the D-backs 1. Number 66 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 66.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Elvis Andrus. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way is well placed down and away for a strike. Goldschmidt is over to take a look at it.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Souza. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. Elvis is still going. He's headed for 3rd. And he will make it all the way to 3rd now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, I'm not sure they're going to award him a triple or call it a 3-base error, but the result is the same. He's 90 feet away from scoring, and it looks like they are going to give him an error, and I think that's definitely the right call there.
So digging in now, Adrian Beltre. He's working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at 3rd. He's set. Here it comes. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
And Beltre wisely lays off that one. 1-2. Andrews, the runner at 3rd with no outs. Popped him up. Escobar shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Up next for the Rangers, right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Runners are at 1st and 3rd, 1 away. This is on the ground over to 1st. Echeverria for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left stranded. We've played 8 full. It's the Rangers 2 and the D-backs 1. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge with Dallas in the background as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Alex Claudio comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Alex Claudio.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, John Jay hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
A 1 pitch on its way. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Softly hit toward the hole. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
At the plate, David Peralta. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. A fastball down near the shoe tops. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. The 1-2 hit hard to the right, but foul. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
Down and away, ball 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And now this crowd, estimated at around 26,000 fans, comes to their feet. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Arizona down to its last strike. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows there are no awards for successfully getting 26 outs. You need to get all 27 before you can start celebrating. That 2-out double here tonight, putting the equalizer on at second base. A couple of minutes ago, this thing looked like it might be over, but everything can change with one swing of the bat.
In now, A.J. Pollock, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Taken called strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing and a liner. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Rangers jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jose Leclerc claims the win out of the pen, his first. Zach Greinke takes the loss despite striking out 14 batters. Alex Claudia earns the save out of the bullpen, his 5th for the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rangers. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 7 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes. A reminder that post-game buses are available at the first base gate 20 minutes after the conclusion of play and will drop riders off at locations across the street from Lincoln Square Fountain or off the north side of Lincoln Square.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting out in the NL West, the Texas Rangers only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 2-1. Zach Greinke was tagged with the loss despite picking up an electrifying 14 strikeouts. He is currently leading the National League in strikeouts. The Colorado Rockies racked up 11 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 8-5. The Dodgers got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Giants 4-3. The Angels had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 6-2. The Miami Marlins hit 3 long balls as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 9-0. The Boston Red Sox totaled 11 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 4-3. The Brewers combined to give up just 5 hits as they secured the win in extra innings against the Cubs 3-1. The win was their 6th straight as a team. Eugenio Suarez drove in 4 as Cincinnati took care of the Indians 6-3. As of today, he is leading the National League in home runs. The Cardinals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the visiting Nats 5-3. The Rays launched 3 home runs as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 5-0. The Baltimore Orioles racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 5-1. The Chicago White Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the Tigers in extra innings 8-4. Jason Hamill got the win in the game and pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, as Kansas City took care of the Blue Jays 1-0. The Minnesota Twins held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they sank the visiting Buccos 5-1. The A's swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 9-6. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the AL West, the Rockies finished off a 2-game sweep as they stole the victory in extra innings over the Astros 6-5. It was their 5th straight victory. The Giants allowed only 5 hits in the game as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 5-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim completed a 3-game series sweep as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-2. The Marlins got 11 hits overall as they nabbed an extra innings win over the Braves 6-5. The Philadelphia Phillies put together 10 total hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-2. The Milwaukee Brewers completed a short 2-game sweep as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 3-2. It was their 7th win in a row. The Reds earned the 3-game series sweep as they pounded the Indians 9-0. The Washington Nationals stopped their 6-game losing streak as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-0. The Mets knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 3-1. The New York Yankees combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the visiting Rays 3-1. The White Sox amassed 14 hits in the game as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 8-2. Steve Pearce drove in 3, helping lead the Blue Jays over Kansas City 5-4. He has now hit safely in 7 straight games. The Pittsburgh Pirates got 18 hits as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 11-10. The Seattle Mariners combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-2. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.